Well, here we are. Time to stream. Hopefully this loads okay. Looks like it. Yeah. Looks like everything loads fine. I definitely didn't test it, so I was just hoping. Why does little man have anything for me? Okay, you're just telling me. Okay. Anyway. In we go. Our goal today is to finish the first floor. I have to say, after finding out that there are, in fact, reminding myself the controls, that there are, in fact, 20 floors, I feel a little bit less inclined to actually make all of them, good. I may look up the minimum rating. Like, I may look up what the floors actually need to be, rather than, what I'm required to make them, or rather than what I could make them. You know, just look at how good do the floors need to be for me to actually 100% the game. Because I love this process, but I checked the achievements list and the final floor is floor 20. And I'm just not sure, as much as I like this genre of game, I'm not sure I want to play this game for the, what, 80 hours that would take? And that's if I do every floor at this pace, which I am less than confident about my ability to do. Although it looks like you don't have the same thing in this one as you do in the second one. We'll see when I get to the second floor. The way it works in the second game is every floor is bigger than the one above it. And I do not know how many floors there are because I've never beaten the game. Not once. Not even close if it's got a similar number of floors. I think the furthest I got was the 4th floor in the second game. Because I really like these kind of games, but eventually I burn out on them because it feels inefficient to me to not clear the dungeon every day, right? But clearing the dungeon every day is a huge time sink. Like it's a huge time sink, right? Especially once it gets more floors. But like what you're supposed to do is just stop doing that, like, right? But you know, I am stubborn and do things whether they're efficient or not. Here we go. I do have to wonder if the store eventually starts stocking bat meat and things like that. Because that was the main reason I kept wanting to clear everything. Is because I wanted food ingredients. Uh-huh. Correct. Oh boy. Wait, that's right. I have the... Oops. I have that other route now, don't I? It's just chilling in my inventory, taking up a slot. But it is overall just a much better route. I'm not going to equip it yet, unless I find something that looks like it might be weak. Okay. But giving it a bunch of wind. I wish I could give it more than one at a time. That's gonna get real tedious later when I redo routes. But yeah, this is overall the better route definitely once you have more variation in what you have available to feed it. Like right now, because I can only give it 1 stat point per strengthening, it's not really that much stronger. Like, it'll be stronger once I pump 30 Bat Fangs into it, but not by that much. The insane part of me wants to max out every route because I think that'd be funny. Will I listen to it? Who knows? Maybe. I might max out every route. It depends on how much of a grind that is, right? You know, if at some point later in the game it's like comparatively easy because fangs start getting really good, so all it is I'd have to grind for a little bit at the end of the game, then yeah, I'll probably max out the routes just because I think it'd be funny to do so. I'll definitely max out the early routes because I imagine they'll be easy to do. Like, there's no reason, like, all I need to max out the blade route I have right now is some kind of route that gives or some kind of thing that gives like 2 attack, and that's all it needs. As soon as a common enemy drop is a fang that gives 2 attack, I'm good, I'm done. We will be entirely good on that one. Once again, the treasure room has treasure in it, which we appreciate. Although now the treasure is just extra cash. But we still appreciate it. Over here we go. But yeah, we wanna finish the first floor today and hopefully get to fight the boss. We'll see how many days it takes for it to spawn. I don't remember how that works, honestly. It's been a bit since I played the game. But yeah, I'm sure it works somehow. So I'm not gonna worry about it. Okay, going to modify these 2 corridor pieces on their own because I don't want to have to come back this way later. But I can't do a wide sweep without getting places I haven't gone. And fun fact, if you do any modification to an area with monsters in it, at least in the second one, and these look to be running the same engine, so I assume it works that way in this one too. Enemies despawn. Like they just poof. They just poof out of existence. They don't die. You don't get anything from it. They're just gone. They get banished to the Shadow Realm, and that means I don't get their loot. And I'm not okay with that. I'm okay with many things. Not getting loot for my enemies is not one of them. Gotta get that sweet, sweet loot. You know? That's a requirement. Anyway, is this a silly game to get back into streaming with? Certainly. But on the other hand, it is getting me streaming, which is something that no other game has been doing recently, so here we are. Yeah. I don't have any further commentary on that. Did I bring a fountain? I did. Cool. It's now a fountain room. Like I thought I had, but I was less than sure. Anyway, I'm pretty sure I picked up the key from one of those cats. Yeah. And if you're wondering how I knew that, it's because I picked something up that wasn't a cattail. But I picked up at the same time as a cattail, so it only showed the cattail. But I saw an animation that wasn't meat drop from one of the cats, and so I'd been mulling over like, what could that have been? And rather than checking, because that's too easy, right? And the only other thing that a wildcat can drop is a key. So that's what it was. Badoop. Yeah, I definitely think that this is bigger than the first floor is in the second game. Yeah. Yeah, this is definitely bigger than the first floor is allowed to be in the second game, I'm pretty sure. Which means that they don't expand outward. So this is about accurate to how long it'll take me to build. Although with floors after this, because I don't have to go through that period where I'm not really bringing in any money, they'll take less in-game days to build the actual structure out, and then they'll take longer for me to actually put in the improvements. Because I will have, because the base cost of the rooms doesn't change, right? Of the actual like corridors and things. All that changes is the cost of the enhancements to them. You know, the nicer types of corridors and things like that. Down here we go. I have to say, now that I'm older and more conscious of symbols, I like the fact that these are only buildable in grids a lot less. Because I'm trying to build something that twists off into a bunch of dead ends, every time I have put down a three-way stop, because the game encourages you to put corners immediately off of those because the way the whole space works, I have been actively avoiding putting a certain symbol of hate on here, and it's hard. And I have to actively avoid it because it's just one of the very natural ways to build in this game, and realizing that now that I'm older makes me a little uncomfy. But like, I didn't realize it when playing the second game for years, so it's quite possible that they just never thought of it, you know? But it's just the natural thing. Like, if you have four-way junctions and the mechanics of the game encourage you to put a 90-degree turn immediately after them, you know, that's a naturally resulting symbol. There we go. Easy game, easy life. But yeah, in case anyone's wondering, I am actively avoiding it. I'm actively avoiding putting it down, but you can definitely tell that it would be very easy for it to happen accidentally. Okay, let's put all the wood corridors we have down. Where's the first corridor that's not, that's basic? Over there? Okay. So go to like right here, then architecture, modify, place down 13 wood grain. Did I get, okay, yeah, I'll go all the way down here then, down to this intersection. And that's all my wood grain corridors, so that's all of that I can do for now. The rest of these wood grain corridor, I like how there's like a little corner there that's wood grain now. That's a little odd, but it's okay. It'll be fixed in like a day or two, because I'll be getting more wood grain corridors soon. As soon as I finish building out the rest of the dungeon, which should take not super long. because I have to put in like the medium room and everything. Do that. Do that. No one would ever see this coming. This will be the dead end. Wahahaha. No one would ever have predicted this. Okay. Do that. This should let me see how big a medium room is. Okay, so it's a 2x3. Interesting. That fits really well there. But it wouldn't benefit from this. But it do be fitting real well right there. Locks me into what? You know what, we'll do it. It's fine. What I will probably do is eventually I'll replace this with a corner room once I have those unlocked. Yeah, I'll replace that with a corner room once those are a thing. Okay. One more spot. Then, room. Just a maniacal little builder. Building so much stuff. Tempted to put the other boss, to put the boss room right here, but no. I'm gonna wait until I get up there. But I could put it right here. But no, we will wait. For right now, we will do that. And that. Okay, then immediately another one of these. Yeah. Who could have ever seen this one coming? No one. That too. No one would have guessed. Okay, so we continue that way. Put down one of these. Do. That down. Then do that. Really wish I had corner rooms unlocked. So there's a lot of places here I would put corner rooms if I had them. Insert that, I'm out of straight pieces, huh? Story of my life. Don't look too deeply into that. That joke. It's not safe. I don't know what I'm doing, to be honest. We're gonna do that. Okay, yeah, I do kind of need some actual corridors. Like, I do need some more pieces. But the maze has been greatly expanded upon. Let's immediately do another one of those. And then I truly cannot build further without without another set of corridors. Our floor rating is up to 59. That's cool. I still don't know how it actually calculates that, but it's fine. I don't need to know such trivial details. All that matters is that it's getting higher. You know? Honestly, I'm gonna look up Dungeon Maker hunting around dungeon rating necessary. Do 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 do. 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 Huh. Interesting. Someone apparently made a perfect floor map. Huh. Maximum points is 200, apparently. And it has every room type in it, so this isn't buildable until later. Huh. Interesting. I just read some very interesting things about how it works. 200 is the maximum score. I will actually probably use this arrangement eventually. Because I would love to just have the maximum of 200. Yeah. I will probably just use this map. We'll see. If I find it not very fun to use the map, then I will simply stop using the map. But it looks fun, so I'll probably use it. Got anything for me, old man? Do 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 do. Spectrum true we forgot. My quarters to forks use bends. Yeah. Okay, let's sell all my junk. I keep forgetting I can do this. I don't need MP. MP is for the weak. And I am many things, but weak is not one of them. I will keep the potions, though. You know, I'm weak, not invincible, you know what I mean? Like, or I'm strong, not invincible, whatever. Anyway. Can I buy 4-door rooms yet? I can't. Which means that I can't really build this yet, but I can do everything here. Do they not have corner rooms in 2? They don't. They don't have corner rooms in the first one. I know, because this map doesn't have any on it. Ah, weird. What a pain. Okay, we'll do that. Yeah, we're just gonna try out building this. Yeah, the jail's a normal small room, not a corner room. Interesting. Okay. That should be fine. Let's get more of those. We just want more of every piece. Because I just read something about how this works. That, yeah, I agree. You want dirt. I'll keep the wood corridors for right now, and I might like corridor floors once I'm done with them, but we'll see. When I want money, I want corridors on floors, but they reduce the chance of you getting whatever it's called. Having actual corridors reduces the chances of beast enemies spawning, which reduces your food intake, which on later floors is a bit of a problem and one that you don't want happening. So you want to be able to swap them out effectively. Swap in corridors when you need money and swap them out when you don't want money. But having no corridors is better generally, because you'll still find plenty of these kinds of monsters in the rooms. According to this. Okay, so now I've got a solid plan. I'm gonna clear out my dungeon and then erase the whole floor. And do it again. Also, fun fact, there are a limited number of treasure rooms in the game. So the actual recommendation is to put them all on the 20th floor. For right now, I'll just put them wherever. Because why not? You know, it's gonna be a bit before I get to the 20th floor, right? So I'm not gonna worry too much about it just yet. But it has spots that are set up for you to put treasure rooms there. Okay. Yeah, I'll just build out this and see how much just building it out as things stand improves my floor rating. You know? Because I don't have every room type that goes into it yet. Like, I don't have jails, for one. But I do have... I'm not sure I have every kind of... Well, I think I have every kind of 2D room. Or, I think I have every kind of room required, at least. Aside from the 4-door room. That's actually the only one I'm missing. But I can replace that with a 4-way intersection for right now. That's where the stairs are supposed to go. I also found out something that I didn't know about how this game works. And I assume that's also true of the second one, I just didn't know. Which is I don't need to build dungeons the way I do. That is apparently a misconception. Yeah. It'll be obvious what I mean once I actually build it out, but effectively, I thought that you had to build it the way I did, where you're maximizing the distance between, where you're maximizing the distance between the entrance to the floor and the rooms, effectively. Like, you wanted to maximize that distance. That's not the case, apparently. It'll get you a high floor rating. Probably get you maxed out, honestly. The benefits of the layout aren't just that it maxes out the floor rating. It also just makes the floor convenient to traverse in a way that this floor is not. You know, like if I want to go back to the treasure room, there's a reason there's a warp point right outside it, right? It's because my floor is not very convenient to walk around in. Even for someone who has the full map. Okay. But yeah. So when you want money, you just plant downward corridors, and when you don't, you remove them. But okay. We get rid of these slimes. There we go. We can hold up to 999 of each build material, right? Yeah, 999. Cool. Just making sure. I thought I remembered it being 999, but just wanted to make sure it wasn't 99. Because 99 would not work out very well for me here in a minute. In fact, it would work out explicitly badly for me here in a minute. At some point, I need to actually finish Pokemon Red and Blue. The achievement hunting in it, that is. But not today. That'll be a different day. A different day indeed. Okay, we go over here. Our bag is honestly getting quite full, which I think is why that person recommended doing beast, because there's no limit on how many beast things you can hold. And if you need to, you can also sell them for cash if you find yourself having more than you need. Easy game, easy life. I also like that, like, anything that you sell in this game, you can get back. And I think that's a nice little feature, because, well, like, yeah, not everything you can buy back from whoever you sold it to. But, like, most of it's not like those items disappear into the ether, right? They go somewhere. You know, someone has it, and you just gotta offer. Like, in the real world, if you accidentally sell something, so long as you can relocate it, which in the relatively small communities that a lot of these kinds of games are set in, it doesn't really make sense to not be able to find it. Also, why is... I'm trying to figure out why it looked like my stream wasn't getting a huge amount of frames. Because I'm not taxed on any resources. Like, I'm not even close to taxed, and I don't know if that was just stream preview being janky or what. But like, I'm not close to being taxed on any resources. But hopefully the stream continues to run smoothly. Here's hoping. Streamlabs didn't say it was dropping frames, so I'm gonna trust that Streamlabs is telling me the truth. You know, I'm gonna trust that Streamlabs is correct. That Streamlabs knows what it's talking about. Easy game, easy life. I would also, a large part of the reason I want to switch dungeons is because I want a dungeon that's faster to clear. Clearing 20 floors of this would take me hours on its own. And yeah, at some point I'm just not going to clear the first floor anymore. I understand that, right? Like, but still. Also, I will eventually be putting wood paneling on the entire floor, no matter what. Because I want to leave in the boss rooms, because I think they're a nice aesthetic. And in order to leave in the boss rooms and still get everything, you have to talking hard sometimes. In order to leave in the boss rooms, you do have to panel the floors with something. But that's fine. I'll just have the current floors. You know, whatever my current floor I'm building, I'll have that one not have anything in it. Because that'll get me all the relevant beasts, you know? Also, fun fact. Well, the game stops caring once you hit 200. Like, it stops tracking it. More than 200 doesn't get you anything. 40 is actually all you need on any floor. The floor rating for every floor is capped by the floor above it. So you just need every floor to be at least 40. So, like, technically right now I could just slap down the boss room and the stairs and call it good. You know, that would be enough. But I want a perfect-ish floor, and I don't want to have to actually figure out the perfect floor for myself. Someone already made a close enough rendition, so I will simply use theirs. Also, yeah, I have to say the not wood corridor parts of this floor are providing me with a good amount of food. There we go. Did I get more? I did, right? Surely. Yeah. No, I didn't. Oops. I didn't get any more mid-sized rooms. Oh well. That's a little bit of an oopsie, but it's fine. Which cardinal direction should I have the bosses in? Because I want that to be consistent. I'm thinking north. Yeah, all of the bosses in the north. Also, now that I know that the treasure rooms are in fact limited, I do want to get the other one too and place it. But, you know, that's expensive. Easy game, easy life. I am tired. Anyway, gotta keep the commentary rolling. So I did the new Final Fantasy 14 stuff this morning, and it was really good. Lots of fun. Enjoyed myself. Kind of bummed that I didn't finish. Like, I had a goal of, oh, my item bag is full. I do have a solution to this actually, which is, oh, I don't have any cobalt rings today. I do not have a solution to this actually. That's just unfortunate. You know, bag is full. That's just how it is. But anyway, my hopeful goal before the tier that I made a couple months ago was to finish grinding everything up to 90. And I would have done that if I hadn't gotten distracted by crafting. But I did. So I did that instead. But my crafters are mostly finished. I forgot to actually put the altar down. Whoops. Little bit of an oopsie there. Easy game, easy life. No, thank you. Okay. This is the other reason why having more beast enemies and humanoid enemies is really good. You know, my bag is full, and I've already done the only quest I have access to at this point that improves the capacity of my bag. So like my bag is like as good as it's going to get. I can't really get it any better. Easy game, easy life. There we go. It's already been 40 minutes? How? It's not even been 2 in-game days yet. Oh, jeez. And this is with me largely able to one-shot a lot of things in here. Dang. The other benefit of having more of those kind of enemies will be more ability to just do this. Our goal is to get the wind root up to 30% too. And then it'll just be a direct replacement for the blade root right now. That's a ring. I know that's a ring. So let me just discard that. Does it discard it onto the ground? No, that's fine. If I actually find another item drop, I will equip the ring. Yeah, like that. Now I equip the useless ring, but it's no longer taking up space in my inventory. It's a janky solution to this, but it is a solution. One thing I think is interesting is I think this game is definitely and something I think might be different in the second one. We'll see. I'll eventually play the second one too. Although I don't even know if it's listed on Twitch. I didn't check. Hopefully the answer to that question is yes. Drop something? How annoying. Okay, I know where the most recent drop was, I'm pretty sure. I know where one was, at least, and that's in the room right in the big room here. And cool, drops don't disappear over time. Which I started to get a little paranoid about as I was running over, like, what if they disappear? Okay. Now, architecture. Erase full floor. We're just getting rid of the whole thing. Okay. And now we build this out. Okay, we're gonna build southward first. Do, 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 do. Okay. That. Do, 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 do. Okay, put that there. FN is fountain, yeah? Cool. Architecture, modify room, fountain room. Okay, now we continue on. Put that there. Then da, 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 da. Let's. That's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Put that there. Then that. Someone did a lot of experimenting with this to determine that it did exactly what they wanted it to do. Because baseline, it actually disobeys many of the rules that the game gives you. You know, just baseline. It just disobeys a lot of the rules that the game gives you about how it works. Okay. Corner. Corner. Also, the rating will initially be lower than 200 because I don't have all the room types, all the room upgrades yet. But theoretically it will eventually be 200. Also, that was my that just lowered my number of corridors down from 69. Not nice. Okay, this should be room. I don't even have any. I only have one storage and one stone treasure room. I definitely need more of the actual room types, but that is a problem for later. Okay, boop. Then badoop. That's where a medium room goes with the door on the right side. Then that's then that. Up here goes another 1D small room. like so. Then down here, badoop, badoop. Do, 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 do. Then one of these. This is another 2D room. This one's a fountain. There we go. Then immediately do that. Do, 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 do. Then this should be one of these. And then a T up here. Easy game, easy life. Just gotta place a bunch of rooms here. Do, 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 do. Okay. There's one section of it done. Now, back up here. Put that there. That goes into another another medium room. Then a 2-door room. Then that goes into another medium room on the left there. On the right goes like this. Corner. Corner. One of these. And these. Then one of these. At some point here, I'm just going to run out of something, and it's going to be a little awkward. But for right now, I haven't yet, so it's fine. Or more accurately, at some point here, I'm going to run out of something I can't just replace. I'm going to run out of an actual corridor or something. You know, I can just leave the rooms a little unfinished, and it's fine. I can't leave, you know, I need to be able to walk from place to place. Corridors are a little bit required for me to continue building. Okay. There's that section. Now, put that down. We'll just keep building out this way. This is supposed to be a storage room, so I'll go ahead and put down my storage here. There we go. Then looks like 2D small rooms are what I'm going to run out of first, but those can be replaced by a corridor right now. Okay, we do that. And another one of these. A lot of medium rooms in this design, which I guess makes sense. They probably add a lot of raw value to the floor just by existing. Anyway, that's another spot for a medium room, which is why I brought that up. over to the left there. Okay. Now we place yet more hallways. Honestly, Hallway Simulator is what this game is. Hallway placing simulator. I think I actually have more 1D rooms because of the way I was building before than are required for like this entire floor. Which is fine. There's plenty of other floors to build, you know. It's not same with I corridors. Once again, turn, then turn. Here we go. Then ideally I don't want to just buy enough of everything for each floor. I want to like way overshoot it, ideally. Which is more expensive, and I get that, but I'm planning on that, you know? We do this once again. If I'd known that I thought this kind of structure wasn't actually allowed. I thought it didn't work. Since clearly it does if people are online talking about using this, I guess I just misunderstood the way it was described. But I have believed that this entire time, that this kind was simply not something I was allowed to do. Like, I knew I was allowed to, but I thought it was bad for my rating for some reason. Okay. As you can see, this is a pattern that's repeating itself. You know, like, this is the same thing I built over in on the other side. And that's definitely intentional. You should make one of these spots in the corner. The treasure. I don't know if it should be one of these spots or if it should be somewhere. Do 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 do. Yeah. Do, 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 do. Okay. Right now we'll just continue building out. You know, we'll make this spot the treasure room, I decided. Why? No particular reason. Just wanted to. You know, I just decided that that's the treasure room now. That's where the treasure goes. Okay, now we do that. We are out of 2-door rooms, which is what would go here. But that's fine. Because that's pretty easily fixable later. Okay. 1, 2, 3. How many of these down I need to go? 2, 3. And then these. Then that. There should only be one placeable thing going back up this. That awkward moment when you're wrong. There are two placeable things, because there are two possible patterns still. Which, fair. They're not wrong. I was wrong. It was me who was wrong. In this case. Okay. We keep building more. More. Yeah, there's more to build. We're almost halfway done though, so there's that. Anyway, in case you're wondering, this is where the stairs go. There's a matching spot on the other side. I'm finally almost out of a kind of corridor. You know, we're almost out of something. Took an eternity, but we're almost out of something. Okay, there we go. Easy game, easy life. Once again, another 2D room goes here, but I don't have any, so a corridor will have to do. And then a 2D room would go here, but I still don't have any. And then the boss room goes here. A dupe. Because I decided bosses go on the north side. So I like how this is called, like, Goblin Room, but I'm pretty sure the first boss is still a griffin. But you know, it's whatever. Do 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 do. Okay, I'm finally out of a corridor type after that. So I will put this here and then put the room here. I will simply restock on the corridor types that I am out of. Okay, back we go. I like that every section loops back to the center. So I had a floor rating of 78 beforehand. I think my floor rating will probably have gone down today. Because I have so much of my building materials just chilling in my inventory at the moment, you know? But that is fixable. Quite easily fixable, in fact. By simply getting more things. Okay, got 20 more of those. In fact, you know what? We'll make it 30. Get 5 more of those. And then... they're down again. Darn it! Oh well. Okay. I will go ahead and get one of these. There we go. sleep in game, yeah, our overall number of corridors and rooms went down because we ran out of a specific type. But that's fine. Yeah, our overall rating went down a bit. On the other hand, though, we're getting lots of materials. And plenty of intelligent monsters are still appearing. I think it's funny how bad you can be at building dungeons and apparently still just get full credit for it. You only have to have 40? Like, that's like nothing. It's quite easy to get 40 without really doing anything. Like, I'm not surprised that the first floor requirement's only 40. I'm mostly just surprised that that requirement doesn't increase. You know? Like, I don't expect it, you know, I don't expect them to want you to max out at 200 or anything, but like, I feel like 100 is pretty easily achieved. You know, it doesn't take a lot to get 100. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Get beat up. Also, Fang. I thought I'd picked up more black bat fangs than that. I guess it was just all wild cat claws. Oh. Today, I'm going to remember to put down this altar. I keep forgetting. I need to kill some undead. Like, I have undead to be slaying. Like, there are quests to do. Okay, there we go. Easy game, easy life. Down this way we go. Is this the... No, okay, that's... left door, apparently. I would have thought that was right door. But I guess it's from... orientation of if you're facing the room? Sure. Okay, a stone key. Don't know why a bat was carrying one. I know they said pets could, but... just gonna double check that... No. Okay, yeah. Oh, I bought a left door. I could have sworn I bought a right door. Anyway, that's fine. It goes right up here then. At least they... I take it back. They did it oriented correctly. I just thought I had a different kind of room than I do. I got another black bat fang. Beat up a slime. Easy. I will say, while I really like this in Dungeon Maker 2, I am a little disappointed that the games aren't more different now that I'm playing the first one. Like, on the one hand, I'm happy. In particular, I think what I'm most disappointed about is that even the quests are largely the same, the quests and room types and that kind of content. Like, I think I would have been fine if a lot of the other content had been shared between them, but like the quests, that should be unique at least. Okay, there we go. Another two-door room that I don't have goes there, so... Also, may I say, for having me only having placed, like, half the pieces, I didn't say it, but the fact that it's within 10 of my previous score, with me having placed, like, significantly less rooms and corridors, yeah, this is better designed. By a fair margin. By a fair margin, this is better designed. But anyway, we will continue to build out my dungeon at a rapid pace. Easy game, easy life. Hello. I'm here to beat you up. Aha, I've done it. I've beat them up. Okay. Easy game. Easy life. Don't have anything to put there yet. I am unfortunately suddenly sleepy, and I don't know why. My body was just like, be sleepy now. I was like, but why? It's not late. I don't usually go to bed for at least another 3 hours. Why has my body suddenly decided it is tired? I got plenty of sleep last night. I've eaten well. What's up, body? Like, what's going on there? My body's just decided I was having too much fun, I guess. It's like, you look like you're enjoying yourself. Let's fix that. Okay, there we go. My only sad thing is because the floors in the second one expand out as you do it, means that I can't just use this as a guide for that one. Okay, another bunch of enemies defeated. There we go. Easy game, easy life. Badoop, badoop, badoop. It really is just that easy. Just spin my sword and win the game. I will say that is one thing that I'm pretty sure 2 has going for it, is that the combat in it feels harder. Like, they're both games that are fundamentally my number is better than yours kinds of hack and slashes, but like, this one definitely feels easier. Wouldn't it be really funny if I walked up here and the boss room was actually... I was joking. I was kidding. That was a joke. Anyway, we get to fight a griffin now. Anyway. Magic OP. Sucks to suck, nerd. For me, I would simply be better at out. Oh god. Okay, so maybe it does suck to suck. That's not the direction I wanted to guard in. Okay, that there's no space to get through over there. Yeah, knowing that you have magic available to you really is the cheat code in this game. There we go. Forcing me to face it will help a lot with keeping my guard up. Oh, that's not. There we go. Did that attack a second time? Which I didn't even know it could do. I didn't know it could double up on that one. Anyway, I did it. Easy game, easy life. The Griffin has been slain. Anyway, so I got the Griffin Claw, so that's cool. Yeah, that's definitely an I wasn't expecting that to be there moment. Badoop. Badoop. Okay, now Fang. Windroot. Griffin Claw just gives 5 win. I expected it to give attack and wind, but it's fine. Okay, nothing else. Okay, so now we continue building our corridors out. Do, 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 do. Bosses respawn. Dungeon Maker hunting. Yeah, bosses respawn. Okay. Do, 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 do. Okay. But yeah, no, they don't respawn, but I'm not hard up enough for fighting more enemies to bother replacing it. Like, it's fine. You know? Like, as it is, I'm already going to get 200 rating for the floor once I corridor it and have all the room types in it, so like, it's fine. Okay, do that. Then do that. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Okay, put another 2D room here. Then one of these. Those. I really like some of the aesthetics of this game, but I really wish that animation right there was less clunky. I don't actually mind having to walk up to everything because I kind of like the sense of real space that gives your dungeon before you go into it. But I do really, really wish that that was all I needed to do. Was just click the button and it was like instant. You know, make that animation snappy. Now, it's probably slow to cover for something, this having been for the PSP and all. So like I understand, but on the other hand, I don't care. I would love it if it were snappier. Like, I really want that animation to be snappy, nice and fast. Okay. There we go. Now, 1, 2, 3. There we go. Now, go this way. Our floor is well over 2/3 complete now, and that's nice. It just needs a lot of rooms added, because rooms are expensive. But corridors are just about 3/4 of the way done. And rooms really don't take very long. Like, I will simply, as I purchase up all the rooms I need, go through and put them in. Like, that's no problem. Here we go. Oops. Didn't mean to swing my sword at the empty air there. Looked like a crazy person, I'm sure. Then again, I'm pretty sure that to the people of this town, I look like a crazy person for building the dungeon in the first place. I'm pretty sure that's all they needed to internally give me that label. I really like that this dungeon is like symmetrical. It makes my brain happy. Okay, now here's yet another one of these. So many of them necessary. One of these. I'm gonna run out of those soon. We're gonna have almost enough rooms for the next floor. Gonna have more than enough rooms for well over half of it, of the 1D rooms. And I think that's funny. I'm pretty sure I have enough eye corridors for literally everything. Mainly because I don't think this person's build ever uses one. I don't see any, and I don't remember placing any as I've done this, other than where I was replacing a 2D room, and I think that's why. Is because every time you would place one, it's better to just place a 2D room instead. So the eye corridor is just functionally useless. So that's interesting to know. They're just placeholders for actual 2D rooms. At least this has taught me a lot about how the system works. So hopefully when I have to modify this for portions of the second game, it's not a problem. I can just do it with ease. I will say, having a floor plan already planned out, I actually kind of like. I didn't think I'd like it as much as I do. I thought it would take some of the fun out of it. But knowing that I have an optimal floor plan makes me real happy. Also, I am going to have to go use the restroom momentarily, so I will be back in a minute. And we're back. Okay, let's get back to it. Okay. We have lots of building to do here. So much building. We will never be done building. Mainly because this is only the first floor. There's a few more left to go after this. And that's our last 2D room, but that's fine for right now. We won't be needing one for like at least 5 seconds. And it's okay, we'll just put a corridor down there for right now. Like, it's fine. We can always fix it later, and that's the important thing to remember, is that you can always fix it later. This is true about many things in life, and the only things that you have to get right the first time are the things about which that is not true. I will say there's a caveat to that some things are expensive to fix later, and so you want to get those right the first time too, but you know, take that piece of advice with a grain of salt as a result of that, but it's fine. I replay. That's where the other 2D room will go. Here we go. We are just about done with the skeleton of this floor. Are we really? We are one 4-way corridor short of being able to finish the skeleton of this. That's depressing. Whatever. It's fine. We can at least build all the way to the exit. And honestly, it is fine. We're also short a few of these, actually. So that wasn't the only thing we were gonna run out of. That should be these? Yeah. Okay, now do that. And that's enough. I mean, technically I can place one more corner piece over here, but now I really am just entirely out of pieces. Actually, if I get 4-way rooms, which I need anyway, I can get out of building some stuff. Excuse me, this is from the master of the plaza earlier. How they summoned a Sylph, a wind spirit. So this one appeared until I due to fear of a wind beast, almost defeated it. Yeah, it was me. You're strong if you are, oh, never mind, it's nothing. I'm truly sorry to have bothered you. Okay. Bye. Okay, we don't get anything for having done that. Gonna... Okay. That's not helpful at all, but it's fine. Let's go sell our junk as per usual. There we go. All checked items successfully sold. Now, we summoned a wind sprite, a sylph. This spell is almost as valuable as the salamander one. Someone beat up on that griffin wind beast for us. That's why the sylph stopped hiding. Wonder who took care of that griffin for us. I want to kiss him 1,000,000 times. No, I'm good actually. Thanks, but you know, you're just not my type. Sorry. Anyway, is that all they have to say? Tends to be a knight, but he's really a demon. He scared the water sprite into hiding. You want to make an undead summoning spell, but the sprite is pure and fears malice and immorality. Sis, it's disgusting with humans for letting a false knight roam. You're right. Want your fortune read, or are you just shopping? We're shopping today. Did they actually make a... They did. Okay, they did actually make a Sylph book. That's cool. They're a little expensive for me at this point. But you know, the stone magic's all I need for right now. Like it's good enough. Okay, our strength goes up once more. Now we go over here. And look at that. Our numbers continue to go up, as they should, honestly. Okay. I really want to know what happens if you don't even have one Gilbert. Perhaps even kind heart. Help a friendly person lived here in town a long time ago. He had a fancy guest room where he generously put up travelers. But didn't he worry that travelers might be thieves in disguise? He had no reason to worry. Fact is, the good-natured man was the criminal. He'd attack and rob the travelers staying in his guest room. A strange twist of fate, the good-natured man was struck down by lightning, and now he wanders the earth as an undead lich. He happens upon a luxurious guest room, will probably move in and try to attack unwary travelers again. So why did I tell you the story? Because I've heard stories of a lich that is plaguing people in inns. I was just wondering if anyone would destroy the thing. Oh. Hey, I heard you beat a boss monster, so you were serious about building a maze to attract monsters after all. Maybe track the Wandering Demon itself someday. It'll take more than 2 or 3 floors, though. To go deeper underground, maybe 5 floors, maybe 10? Made some stairs for a 4D small room. This one's just a prototype, but I can give it to you. Use it well. Cool. I just want to say one thing. Whatever you do, don't even think about recovering the material from the first floor and using it on the second. Wise man told me that there's no corridor or room on the first floor. Monsters won't show up. Makes sense. To build your second floor, make sure to leave the first floor as is, or better yet, expand it even further. Okay, buddy. A lot of monsters in the first floor, the more monsters will go down the second floor. Got it? Yeah, okay. Makes sense. I've got more building to do, though. Like 20 of those. Then 2 of those, because that's all there is. Then 1 of those, so that way I can get 1 of these. Okay. We are now hitting the point of the story at which, oh, there is runes. Only those who visit a friend may descend. Huh. Cool. There's a new notice. Communication rune this way. Cast the ad hoc spell with a friend. Anyway, I'm not gonna do that because, you know, I don't have any friends. Something like that, anyway. Anyway, check and make sure there's nothing there. Okay, there's not. Architecture, erase block. Erase that block. And then put the, for the small room here. There we go. Then architecture, modify room into a stair room. Easy game, easy life. Okay, now back down this way first because I want to finish building out the bare bones structure of the floor real quick. Wonder what the rating of the floor is right now. It is probably not over 100 even with most of the floor done, just because I don't have any of the rooms filled in with anything. And that's gonna pretty harshly limit what the rating of the floor will be right now. You know, I don't have corridors in place and I don't have any rating stuff on, or I don't have any room stuff on the floor to increase the rating. There we go. Talking is hard sometimes. Anyway, are these are left door rooms. So I can go ahead and place that there. Cool. Now, architecture, erase block, and then replace it with that. And this whole quadrant is almost done. Done being a unfortunately relative term in this case. I'll still have a lot of plane rooms here because, you know, a perfect floor layout, I don't have all the room types for yet. And that's fine. I might fill it with, like, just guest rooms or something for right now. Because, like, I'll need more of those later anyway. And since I'll use them later anyway, I might just buy extras of those for right now. Rude. Okay. Have I gotten more? I've not gotten more black bat fangs yet. But I kind of like having wind attack. Not that it's doing a whole lot for me against most enemies. To be honest, I don't have any medium-sized rooms. Okay. Thank you. Easy game, easy life. Get some more clubs that I will sell for cash. I was trying to think of a rhyme there, but once again, easy game, easy life. I want to rhyme with strife. For some reason, my brain's just stuck on that rhyme, and there's not a good rhyme for that one. Anyway, cool, black bat fang. I want a metric ton of those, because I want to still max out the blade root as much as I can for right now, just because I want to. Not for any other particular reason, like, doesn't really bring any benefit to me right now, since I'm not going to equip it anyway, but I want to, have it maxed out. Really, I should just put it in storage, but I'll do that once I max both my roots out with bat fangs, because then it'll just sit in storage until I can max it out with something better. Not that I should ever really have the blade root on again, unless having wind attack makes something more, like, unless it's converting part of my normal physical attack into wind. That's really the only reason to have the blade root on. Is if the wind, it can be detrimental. If something can be, like, absorb wind instead of just resistant to it. Or if it's, like, converting a percentage of my attack into wind rather than adding wind attack. But I think it's adding wind attack. Like, I think that's how it works, but I have no confirmation of that. You know, I don't even know what enemies are resistant to wind. So far, it seems like none, because equipping it seems to have just increased my damage on everything, not decreased it. There we go. Oh, hello. Easy game, easy life. There we go. Beat you up. Heck yeah. I continue to simply expand out my my collection of dead enemies, which I think is a really funny way to say that I'm racking up kills. Expanding my collection of dead enemies. I'm gonna keep that one. I like that one. I'm not sure where my brain came out with that one from, but I like it. I am getting so many item drops. I'm going to be full in my inventory very shortly. which is fine, but like, dang. Think about all of the other things other rooms I've yet to clear. Anyway, nothing can spawn in these rooms anymore, yeah? That's how it works in the second one. And since bosses don't respawn in this one either, I assume that means that it's just a room now. Like, it contributes to the rating, and that's all it does for me now. Like, I don't think anything else can spawn in there, which I always thought was weird. It's one of the pieces of design for this game that I should do that corner last. I don't know what I was about to be thinking, because it's the one with the treasure chest. So I want to go that direction last. Easy game, easy life. There we go. Ba-doop. Okay. Do. I don't know. I'm silly. Why didn't I check this full room? Might be something somewhere else. Yeah. There's a skeleton in the corner. Sadly, it didn't drop a bone ring. But, you know, these things happen. Sometimes you do not get everything you want out of life. And sometimes you just immediately get a quest drop on the first enemy that you defeat. You never know. Either one can happen. Or nothing. Nothing can happen too. You can just look somewhere and never find what you're looking for. I don't know where I'm going with this. Honestly, this is just word vomit. This is, I don't know what to say, but something's coming out. Which I think is something that only anxious people and streamers will understand. Anxious people understand it because, like, anxious rambling is definitely a thing. And streamers understand it because it's naturally gonna happen sometimes when you're forcing yourself to talk all the time. That sometimes there are words coming out and they do not make sense. Wait, did I not go into that? How did I miss going into that room? Oops. Did a little bit of an oopsie daisy. Also, can we acknowledge that my strength is getting a little nutty for this point in the game? Like, it's up to 52 already, which is way higher than it needs to be at this point. You know, you can really get by without it going up at all before the first boss, but here we are. And it's because I'm actually expanding out the first floor to its to the extreme. If I wasn't, this just wouldn't be as much of a thing. I almost yanked my mic off of my table on accident because I pulled along my microphone a bit. But it's fine, because I didn't yank it off the table. So all is well. Okay. I don't really know what I'm doing exactly at the moment. I will say, I think the way the game works after a certain point feels like it's going to be real BS-y, and by that I mean at the point where you're no longer fighting a boss every floor. I feel like that's gonna feel real bleh. Because at that point, you're just on a resource grind. You're just trying to get enough money to make it so that way you can keep building. Well, I came down here for no reason, but it would have bothered me if I'd never checked inside the room. It's an important thing to do. It doesn't look like there's a move spell in this game either, and that's a definite upgrade for the second one. Easy game, easy life. There we go. But yeah, in this game we're just gonna the only additional goal I think we're actually going to take for this game is get 200 on every floor, because it seems pretty easily achievable, you know? Like, that seems nice and achievable. Like, you can technically do it without ever talking hard. You can technically do it without ever putting down a corridor type even. You just can't do it with your boss rooms down and a corridor type. At some point I'll want to put corridors down everywhere. You know, but that's I didn't even catch what the first chest had in it. I wasn't paying attention. Magic juice. Okay. My inventory is full, so hopefully we mainly run into beasts the rest of the time. The fangs and such are definitely appreciated. Speaking of, I now have enough to max this out. So we're gonna do that. I think 30 is actually would have been its maximum. Yeah, definitely 30 would have been its maximum. That's ironic. Doesn't really matter though, because we're just gonna redo it eventually. Yeah. Oh, wait. I cannot forget the ultimate trick. Equipping the Kobold Rings. There we go. Free up some inventory space. And since I can just free them or sell them directly out of that without unequipping them, which is actually really nice. My ring slots are just extra inventory slots, effectively. Once again, I question the wisdom of eating dried meat that you loot off of a monster. Like, I didn't build them any refrigeration down here. And yeah, they're underground, but I wouldn't exactly call any of these rooms good storage cellars aside from one. There's one room that I would be willing to loot food from in this whole dungeon. So like, I'm thinking maybe I don't take dried meat off the enemies actually. Because even dried, I feel like I just don't want meat that's been in a kobold's pocket. You know? And I don't think that's a wild thing to not want. That feels like a pretty normal opinion to me. Okay. There we go. Now, as fun as it would be to start on the next floor, I actually really don't want to yet. I want to finish out the rooms at least on this floor. I might not get them all of their upgrades, but okay. There we go. And there's another 8,000 money, which is enough to buy like 4 rooms. Jeez. gonna take a bit. Before we're actually done here. But oh, 5 rooms. I got 5 whole rooms. And another 2D small room, so I can replace one of the corridors with it. Man. This is what it feels like to do anything for a small business. From what I've heard, you're like, yes, I made money. And then you're like, and now I spend it all on the thing that made me money. And it's all gone again. There's a letter under the door. Here, building material, the building shop. Spacious and luxurious court now available. Try in your dungeon. Cool. Hey, so you're still alive. Not that I was worried about you. Does your maze have any mongrels? If so, I'm looking for a mongrel liver. It's potion and green. I'm about to run out. Can't keep much. Maybe some potions or something. Let's bring it on over to my apothecary. Thanks. Yeah, I will. Right now I'm a little busy with other things. And another day or 2 of gameplay, I will be done building out the first floor. Otherwise known as Soon TM. Soon. Soon, Batfangs are going to be entirely, what's what I'm looking for? Obsolete. Because both of my current routes will be maxed out on them, which means that the only thing I want to do is entirely replace them. Hey, it's a bone ring. Can bone rings be equipped? Like, or rather, I know they can, because they're a ring. But are they worth anything? No. Okay. They don't have any features that make them worth equipping. They're just equipable. Okay. Now we continue around at the speed of sound. Or something like that, anyway. Okay. Oops, wrong button. Place the room. Don't yet have a room type for it, but at least I have the room now. And that's something. Okay, I see one spot up there that should have a 2D, and then one there that should have a 2D room but doesn't. Okay. Two there. Yeah. Go. Easy game. Easy life. Yeah, it really is just that easy, huh? My numbers do be outscaling this floor a little bit. Not like wildly so yet, because I can't kill the intelligent enemies with more armor like immediately just yet. But I am like doing like triple a lot of the enemies with lower defenses health. Like I'm pretty sure I'm doing triple a Wildcat's health now. And I think I'm doing like quadruple a Bat's health and damage with every hit. So, you know, we're doing pretty good. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about our progress, as it were. Okay, I got some leather boots. That's nice. Hello there, slime. I beat you up. Heck yeah. Continuing on. Y'all up to? There's so many. There's so many, and they didn't drop a single thing. That's depressing. By the way, Fang, Blade Root, yep. We have now used as many Bat Fangs as is worth using. Bat Fangs are entirely, redundant now. As are Wildcat Claws. Which means that we should really, replace the flooring. We should start replacing the flooring on this floor. So, I will start doing that. Because there's no point to having the flooring we have right now. I'd be better off getting more enemy from fighting, or more money from fighting more humanoid enemies that have cash. So I will make that change, since I still have so many rooms left to buy. So many. A surprising amount. Later in the game, I feel like these won't feel like as much of an expense. No. I did a silly. You know, I'm sure they'll still feel like an expense, but hopefully they'll feel like less of one. Go. I don't know how much the money scales up in this game. It'd be really funny if it got to the point where I could just buy entire floors worth of ingredients all at once. That would be really funny, actually. If it gets to the point where I can just be like, yeah, I'll take floors 15 and 16 today and just build them entirely. I feel like the bigger limiter might honestly be just, having enough days for the, construction shop for the build shop to have enough materials for me to even buy. That's why I'm kind of just like, anything I notice I need a lot of, I wanna just keep them out of stock on constantly. Okay. And we go up here. We are only halfway through the floor. Like I said, that's truly the only downside of this game is of this style of game in general is that the obtainment of resources, which is necessary because otherwise you're just building and you have no reason to fight, starts taking a really long time just because you've built a really big dungeon. And you have to run around it and fight things in it in order to get stuff. Which is a little bit of a time sink. But you know, it's a fun time sink. It's just a time sink. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Like, it's fundamentally, this is a hack and slash game with a gimmick, right? So it is important that they actually focus on the hack and slash part. Like, that is important. It's just unfortunate for me. Yeah, I don't have more thoughts than that at the moment, but I will start building out the floor below once I, like, if I hit a point where I'm getting enough money for me to purchase everything that I need. If that makes sense. I don't think I explained what I meant very well. I'm gonna start doing the floor down below once I'm reaching the point where I'm waiting on the build shop to stock things. Ow, ow. I almost got infinited there. That would have been very unfortunate. Especially since, for all I know, you know, I think too, you just wake up at the dungeon entrance again, unconscious or something. But this game, you might, it might actually just game over you. Who knows? I don't know. I haven't died yet. Would have been really awkward to be infinited by things dealing 1 damage to me, though, for that long. That would have been a very awkward way to go out. Would have sucked, to be honest. Easy game, easy life. You go over here. I don't know what I'm gonna do about I didn't go into any of those rooms. No, I put those rooms down. That's why I didn't go into them. My gosh, when I came back for that room, had I put it down that day? I hope not. That would be embarrassing if that was the reason. I'm gonna just hope that that wasn't the case. That I, in fact, did not make a silly error like that. Because that would be embarrassing. We're just going to assume that I didn't do that. I'm not gonna check the footage, though. Like, I'm not gonna verify whether I did that or not. I'm just gonna believe I didn't. There we go. Finally got the stone key. Only downside of this layout is, gotta go on a bit of a walk to, the treasure rooms, but, you know, that's just natural. And once I get more treasure rooms, this isn't a very good layout for me to teleport to them. I think is the worst part. Yeah, right now I'm pretty much just farming money so I can get more rooms. Okay, so I need 3 middle door mediums. And I need for every floor, which means that I need 60 of them total. So while I continue buying more, that's an important thing to keep in mind, is how many of something total I need of the more expensive things. Because there's not really a point to buying more of them if I don't need more of the expensive things. Like things that are cheap, like corridors and stuff, like I'll just buy those in bulk and not really think about it, you know? But once things start costing more than 1,000, we're gonna put at least a little bit of thought into it. Like just a little bit, like just a brain cell, you know? Like just one singular brain cell on the task of making sure that we don't like grossly overbuy. Plus it gives me something to talk about while I run around. which is always nice. Like, I'm not going to bother counting normal rooms. 4D rooms are really easy to count because I need 2 for every floor. No, 1 for every floor. 1 for every floor, because the other 2 are free. Like, see what I mean? If I go down the stairs, these 2 are free. I don't have to place them. The elevator and the stair corresponding with the stair I took down are free. I do not have to place them. Which means I only need 19 more for corridor rooms. There we go. Also, now by corridor. Go. Modify corridor. Modify corridor. A dupe. We go down this way. Modify corridor. A dupe. Over here. Go to like, oh, that reached down further than I thought it did. Honestly, probably could have reached that from down there, but oh well. Too late. Anyway, we're not going to go out of our way to buy more wood corridors until, like, that's probably going to be like the last thing that we buy for a floor is any corridors we plan on putting in it. Just because, oh no, more beast things that give us food. How terrible? Like, I might leave that off just because in some floors. Like, on the floors that don't have a boss, I'm probably not putting a corridor type down. Unless I want to for aesthetics. Did I not have enough? I did. I didn't... Oh, did I select basic? Like a dum-dum? By corridor. There we go. Actually put wood down. Okay, got to here. Now modify corridor. Wood. There we go. Okay. Try and keep it to... Yeah, I was right. That if I did it from right here, I would have exactly 8 within my view. Heck yeah. Okay, so we're going to go down and add to the next floor because I want to. Because I'm gonna stop playing soon. As in after this in-game day, I'm going to stop playing for today. So I'm going to do what I can right here first. Type. And I'm out of that type of room, which pretty much means I'm done. Yeah, I'm gonna be spending a lot of time here waiting for certain types of build materials. I would guess. Based off of that, like those are build materials I absolutely need. I use a ton of the cross sections here. Like a frankly ridiculous amount of cross sections is how many I need. And that's like, I've been buying as many as he is making. So that's not a solvable kind of problem. But that's fine. For right now, we'll just exit out. Back to town we go. Oops, I didn't mean to hit buy. Well, I'm curious if there's anything new. I don't think so, though. Yeah. Don't sell the bone ring. I would feel very silly if I did that, so let's not. Think as much money as usual today. Well, hey, museum curator. When are you going to bring me a bone ring? Wait, what's this? You found one. That's so wonderful. Got 1,500 Gilberts in return. Oh boy. Ring me a bone with a bone bead in place of a jewel. How macabre. I actually don't know how to say that. Macabre? Macabre? I don't know. I've only ever read that word. Is this a scarab carving? Or maybe a skull and crossbones? Better research it. Good day, Mr. Dungeon Maker. Okay, just checking in at the market to make sure she doesn't have a quest. Actually, there's another item I need. Northern Rooster wants to buy a fire cone hat and is willing to pay lavishly. Maybe he wants to stay warm? Ask the Max shop, but they don't have them in our world. Your maze is my only chance. It being a dip party maze, may you use treasure chests to get one? I'll pay you a little extra, so please find a fire cone hat. Okay, well, here's hoping on that one. I have no idea on that one. Okay, now let's go by the build shop. Yeah, he's making like one of these a day. So, that's gonna take a little bit of time. Okay. I should get, I guess, bedroom kits. That way I have at least one to lure the jerk in with. Wahoo. Anyway, that's all for today. I don't know when I'll be streaming again. At some point in the future. Yeah. See you later. Bye-bye now. See you tomorrow.